quickly try to make this recording. We were trying to write. We have all kinds of smartphone interference. We know that the man downstairs is messing with the computer and trying to get into the Wi-Fi system and doing things and erasing things. Okay, but it's not our relative. Expected, and obviously that more than and Rhea and Hussein. Yesterday we called, had to call. We're calling, and we had this computer downstairs for a little bit while we're waiting to try to call people that also a neighborhood that our beloved Abdul King Hussein lived in over there. Our congregation, we had to call richest people in the world, because it said, and they're quite nice. And our people are not from over there. Okay, so everybody knew King Hussein. He invited us, some of the people from the congregation here. My uncle and my adopted father. He was also Jewish. One of the women got attacked by this criminal in here. This criminal in this place that's not ours, not a relative. She had only been with her husband. Okay, so she ended up, something happened to her when she left. She couldn't stand it. And I think something that Jewish people really don't do, but she died. So we want to explain that to you too. And I'm sure he would try to call those numbers. I had to call Israel. I called Israel, some people, to see if I could get help for Pesach, and then I called up over there because I had to call them too, because I said to see if they could help for Pesach, and so that's what happened. So I'm letting you know that the man had used his cell phone. He's a criminal. Okay, so we went to that too. He suspected. Well, the donkey says he did kill Hussein, Abdul King Hussein, helped to cause his death, and he also helped to kill King Abdullah and Queen Rania. We saw the Americans kill them. This is me and my beloved husband killed like when we were little kids. We saw them kill King Abdullah, King Hussein, Abdul King Hussein in the airport. It was Americans, and we also and people that helped Americans, and crooked police guards that were actually not from here, and from helping the Americans. And we also saw during the kid abduction, the Americans, the secret criminal. We call them the secret criminals because they call themselves secret service, but they're not secret criminals. We saw them kill King Abdullah and Abdul and Dodiba Queen Rania. And so they never had birth children. Reem killed her when she was pregnant. Reem, that was her and the Eyelet, also American, were hanging around, running over here and doing things. So look at that too. So Eyelet was caught. Okay, so and Reem was put to sleep. Okay, so now we just want to let you know that the man is a criminal. So he's attaching the computer, keeping me from writing and doing things. And he uses the voice system computer to try to put all stuff in here. He obviously knew fake mode quite well, because fake mode, from what I understand, works in the White House. Okay, the lying. I'm trying to keep from saying cursing. I want to say such terrible things about them, but people are listening to this, and I'm not gonna use profanity. So he obviously knew fake mode who worked at the White House. I was told, basically. So he's a criminal. This man's not anything but American. So, and he sexually harassed. We're little kids. He was thrown out of here. He held our people here hostage. Held our family hostage. There was a relative he kind of looked like, but he doesn't. He was really young compared to this one. When we came back, he was big and fat. We had seen him. He was hit in the head. He had a hole in the back of his head. He died from it. And there's two of these. One comes, he looks younger or more rested than the other one, but there's two of these. So they're really quite criminal. And we could tell there was something wrong. And a woman that was here said that he was doing stuff to them. And King Hussein told us there was something wrong in here too. Our family helped me to remember, our beloved Rothschild's family and family members helped me to remember, my beloved husband helped me to remember that Abdul King Hussein gave me this hotel. It was part of our inheritance along with the palaces. When something happened, we were in the line of succession, and it was time for us. And plus, he just left us. He built that palace that they came as for. He was trying to build it for us. He thought he'd never finish it. He might have finished it, but that's it. And then they came. We had our party, and they came and they tried to kill us in it. So bad Americans. So they're really criminal. He put these voices in here. He used all these cameras. And yesterday when I tried to use computer, they had to do some pornographic stuff. These women pop up. Everybody says pop-ups. Well, I don't, because I don't look at that stuff. Facebook and things. The women wearing these scantily clad clothing. He pretended to know that they were popping up. He was at the computer. He actually put that on before I put that on before I was getting on the computer. Here, he sexually harassed me through the door. When we were little kids, we helped to catch him. He sexually molested children. No children ever come here. That's why. He sexually molested, leaving a baby in a diaper. And the woman was part of the police thing to catch this man. They took him away for that too. He kept grabbing crotches of little children. He kept trying to grab my husband and me. So we thought the man would try to kill us, but we helped the police catch the man. We got him into a room. The police were already waiting. He was going to be arrested for that day. he exposed himself to my husband and me, and the police caught him. I was supposed to come into my, we kill people. Don't you know that? That's good to murder. Plus he does other things too. So he stands outside the door. He puts fake Mo's voice in here by computerized. The man couldn't show up because he had something to do with killing King Hussein. He had something to do with killing Abdul King Hussein. Fake Mo, because he said to imposter trial, the American government. He was arrested. She was also suspected of being worse than that, and she threatened to kill King Hussein. They put her to sleep. She wasn't from here. She was on that film. She wasn't in anything to do with Abdul King Hussein. So we just let that too. He was quite nice, Abdul King Hussein. So we called the neighborhood the other day where he used to live and where we had a house too. Me and my beloved husband came shabtai shabby. We had a house, and so we said, and so everybody knew. And Abdul and Dode Anwar Sadat also had a house there too. So we said we thought they were trying to put us in the neighborhood so they could try to us. Why are they putting us in here? So there's like three and our sister and cousin also had a house there. Guilty and criminal, and we're sure that he'll try to do something else. But he put those dirty pictures on the internet. And when I asked you to use the internet to try to reach people for Pesach and for things I need to do like a visa and stuff and everything to try to for a Passover, he started popping up these dirty pictures. They're dirty to me if they're get on bras and underwear. And telling people, it's some advertisement. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I don't look at that. I saw it yesterday. I'm not a pervert. I'm a clean woman. Okay, so now we wanted to tell you today that the man is guilty. Okay, so we asked the donkey. The man is a criminal, and he's not a relative. He killed our relatives. He held them hostage here. Everybody, and so we just let it too. And the family, helped me to remember yesterday. So okay, so my beloved keeps eating. It's him. He sits for the computer and tries to look in the room to see me bathe. I hardly get to bathe. Because I'm afraid that he's looking at me. Because I said we have cameras that we're to keep me safe, but he knows that we have our own cameras. But he was doing other things. I was told he sits. But I said so. We just he's a murderer. Okay, so now and he's not from here. The White House helps the White House people. We don't like America. We never did like America. We call the police on them. They try to force themselves to do things into our things and take things. But they're not going to do that because they're really quite criminal. We don't like homosexuals or whores. So we put that up about marriage. Shabby and I married each other for all eternity. We've only ever been married to each other. We've been kidnapped. People tried to kill us and tried to do it because this man was one of the people who tried to kill us and try to force things. Sanctioned by our God. We don't believe in any other dirty things. And I'm going to be married to my beloved kmms for all eternity, only to my beloved kmms for all eternity. And the rabbis, along with God, help to do something so we can never be married to each other. We can never be married to anybody but each other for all eternity. Shabby and I can only be married to each other for all eternity. We can never be divorced, and nobody else will ever take us to be with us. That's it. Those other people can never touch us because it would be tantamount to really dirty things. And my God, as my husband, my beloved kmms, the people who try to bother us, may God destroy them. We're not dirty things. So Shabby and I can never be married to anybody but each other for all eternity. Okay, and we're quite glad and happy about that. So now in terms of careful, we'll talk to you since we can. We'll try to post this video. We wanted to write because it's better, but you can see and everything. And when we try to speak, they try to block things out and try to put things in management with the computer. And when I was trying to write, he was trying to erase the videos. I saw that too. So we'll talk to you since we can, and we're trying to be most careful. So I'm going to get ready for Pesach because it's real close Pesach. I was crying about it yesterday because I have to have Pesach. I'm a Jew, and I must be married to my beloved husband for all eternity, and we're quite happy about that. And we're telling you about our laws. See that? This is beautiful. I'm clean. Isn't that nice? My beloved husband is sweet, and our beloved God, who's God alone, helped to make sure that I would be that, because the world is quite crooked, isn't it now? There are crooked people in the world. We're not the crooked people. We're the good people. Me and my beloved husband is sweet, and our family kids are beautiful. We're the good people. And the beautiful animals, too, they're good. So I hope this isn't just jumping this recording. We'll try to make it over. Because we know that they try to override and try to say I said things I didn't say. But I repeat, my beloved husband is sweet, and I are made sure for all eternity, and God sanctioned that, so we can never be within anybody but each other. My beloved husband is sweet, and I can only be married to each other for all eternity. And everybody else is tantamount to a criminal trying to force other things. And we're not homosexual. We don't like homosexuals, and we don't like whores, and we don't like dirty things, and we're clean people that live for eternity. Isn't that nice what God said to Andy? God said other things too about us. We go into the future, we live for eternity, and only the good people will be. We're the good people. Me and my beloved husband, Sweet, and our family, kids, we're the good people. I'm the beautiful animals too. We'll talk to you since we can.